Okay, welcome guys back on the upgrades or mods on this HP Omen Obelisk RTX 2080. I'm going to make this a two-part video to save us time and skip to what you guys don't want to see. On this first video, we'll be installing the PSU 1000 G3 from EVGA. This is 1000 watt power supply, and the Commander Pro from Corsair. And the reason I'm going with the 1000 watt is because, like I said, I need power for the pump and the two fan for the radiators, the Commander Pro. Once I liquid cool the GPU, and I mean it's just nice to have for future builds. And it comes with all of this wiring. And I mean I won't need all of them for this. And the Commander Pro. This is giving me the additional fan connections that our motherboard does not have, unfortunately. To power this one, we're going to need a SATA connection and the USB 2.0. Again, our motherboard does not have that. We only have the USB 3.0. So I ordered a female 19-pin connector to a male 2.0 USB. And also the nice thing about the Commander Pro, it comes with thermal sensors, which I will be installing around the GPU once I upgrade that as well. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I've already removed the 4 screws back here just to save us some time. And we're going to pop. Maybe we should remove the GPU first. I removed all the screws. One here, pop that out. 2 screws here have already been removed as well. And push that button. It's just hard to do it with one hand, guys. Bear with me. Okay, to remove all the power supply, got to remove this 24-pin connector over here. One SATA connection here. There's one here for the additional hard drive that's not being used. One over here. And this 4-pin. To get to the cabling in the back, we have to remove the back panel. I've already removed the screw. Mine's a little tight on there. You just go ahead and, work yourself through there. And to remove the PSU, there's a little lever here. You kind of need to push on it. And it's that easy. Okay, I ran into 2 snags with the power supply. First one was the holes here do not line up perfectly like they should have. So all 4 screws went at a little angle. Were a little hard to tighten up. But I was able to get it done. But it won't be, a good idea to probably remove them again, which I won't be doing anytime soon. The other one was these SATA connectors. I do need to get a connection here to the hard drive and one down here, like I said. See, they're not spaced far apart, so you probably have to add a second one just for the one down here, which kind of sucks. Unless you can get an extension and connect them from here and run it all the way down there. But you'll have to order that separately if you want to do that. Other thing is, I need to mod this end connection here. The old one was at a 90 degree. This one isn't, and it sticks out that much. Problem with that is that it gets in the way of the panel. So it doesn't allow it to close. I need to mod it. And all I'm going to be simply doing is taking the old one from the old power supply, popping the back of it, and taking these off carefully and just attaching this new header to that one. It should be fairly easy to do, I believe, and save you some time. If you're not familiar with doing these kind of mods, don't do them. Just go ahead and buy 90 degree angle SATA connectors. There are some available online, but I'll be doing that. Okay guys, so here's the mod that I was talking about. I took one of the old headers, this is it, and put it into the new cable here. This is the new one, the new end that was on there. And I did that because it's this one's at a 90-degree angle. If we were to put the one provided, y'all can see how that sticks out. That would prevent the glass panel from closing. So that had to be done. But it turned out fairly easy to do, and it worked out pretty great. Here's the Commander Pro. It's on. Put it there for limited space, but it turned out pretty good with some double-sided sticky tape that they provide. To power this, you need a SATA connector that I ran dedicated just to this unit because I'll be connecting 4 or 5 fans. So I didn't want to overload one of these cable by connecting it from here right away. So anyway, you need a 2.0 USB. Like again, our motherboard does not provide that. So I had to get the converter from 3.0 to 2.0. And we'll disconnect this 3.0, which will disable these two up here. That cable out of the way. You connect in there, and you need that to run the software to be able to program how fast you want. These are just there. Here, for example, I was testing it out to run the speeds on the at your discretion on the fans. So I definitely needed that. And I will be connecting this 3.0 again by another adapter, vice versa this time, and we'll plug into this USB 2.0 on the Commander Pro right here. So it's kind of a nasty loop, you know, but that's what we have to do to work with this motherboard. If you don't want to upgrade the motherboard or anything like that. And that's that. Like I said, I was just testing these fans here, and it does what it should. It's a pretty neat little port here. Okay, so the power supply. The only thing I have to complain about it is the cables that they provide are bulky. Now, I said I'm going to be upgrading to liquid cooling the GPU, and I need a 120 millimeter fan and radiator to go in there. As you can see, space is limited. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that once I get those parts, but I have to neatly arrange everything in there. But that's the only thing I have to say about the power supply and the cables that were provided. Also, I was finally able to get the controller for the RGB lighting of the Cooler Master with a molex. It comes with this power supply. I'm finally able to control the lighting and color and all that stuff to that, so that's pretty neat. So I'll post the second video of once I get the parts for the installing of the liquid cooling and the system fan over here. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now.